Welcome to Veil of Stories. Today's story is about a murder mystery and how a detective solves the case. Let's begin the story.
In the peaceful city of Montfort, the tranquility of Cypress Street was shattered when Mrs. Elara Vernier and her daughter Isabelle were brutally murdered in their home. The grisly discovery shocked the community. Elara had been killed in the sitting room, and Isabelle's body was stuffed into a chimney. What puzzled the police most was that the house was locked from the inside, leaving no signs of forced entry. Neighbors reported hearing muffled voices before the crime, a deep voice and a higher-pitched one, but no one had seen anything unusual. With no leads, the police were at a standstill, unsure of how to proceed. Enter Elias Duval, a renowned investigator known for his remarkable deductive skills. Intrigued by the case, Duval arrived at the crime scene with his friend, who served as the narrator of this tale. He immediately noticed several key details overlooked by the police: a cracked window on the second floor, footprints leading from the back garden, and a shard of broken glass hidden under a rug. As Duval examined the victims, he discovered that Mrs. Vernier had been killed swiftly, while Isabelle had put up a fight, leaving her with bruises and scratches. This suggested that the killer was someone close enough to the family to gain their trust. Duval soon turned his attention to Harold Lambert, a former business associate of Mrs. Vernier. Lambert had recently been removed from her will, giving him a strong motive for murder. Witnesses had placed him near the Vernier house the night of the killings, and Duval found more incriminating evidence. The footprints matched Lambert's shoe size, and the broken glass came from a rare liquor bottle he often drank. With all signs pointing to Lambert, the police were quick to make him the prime suspect. But Duval felt something was off. The evidence seemed almost too convenient, suggesting a setup. He decided to dig deeper into the family's affairs, focusing on those closest to them. It was then that Duval uncovered a shocking truth. Arthur Marchand, the Vernier family's financial advisor, had been embezzling funds from Elara for years. She had recently discovered the fraud and planned to confront him. Duval found letters revealing her intentions, suggesting that Marchand had a motive far more compelling than Lambert's. Duval theorized that Marchand had orchestrated the murders to eliminate Elara and Isabelle, framing Lambert to divert suspicion away from himself. The locked door and planted evidence pointed directly at Lambert, but how had Marchand carried out the murders without being caught? Duval's breakthrough came with the cracked window on the second floor. He realized that Marchand had unlocked it earlier during a legitimate visit. After the house was locked for the night, he slipped back inside, killed Elara, and concealed Isabelle's body in the chimney to hide the struggle. The broken glass and footprints were carefully planted to point the police in the wrong direction. Confronting Marchand, Duval laid out the entire plot. At first, Marchand denied everything, but when Duval revealed the evidence, both the letters about the embezzlement and the witnesses who saw him near the house, Marchand crumbled and confessed. He had killed to protect himself, framing Lambert in a desperate attempt to cover his tracks. The police were shocked by the revelation. What had seemed like a straightforward case against Lambert unraveled as the truth came to light. Lambert was cleared of all charges while Marchand was arrested for the murders and his embezzlement scheme. The enigma of Cypress Street was solved, revealing a deadly web of deception and betrayal. Marchand, once trusted by the Vernier family, had turned against them in a horrific act of greed. Thanks to Duval's sharp mind, justice prevailed, and the city of Montfort could rest easy, knowing the true killer had been caught.
If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel for more interesting stories.